Welcome to the video answer key for the Treble Clef Ledger Lines above Lesson 4 Workbook. I'll be completing the workbook in real time, so be sure to check your answers and follow along. Let's get started. Okay, you can start by writing your name and the date. This is Lesson 4 Treble Clef Ledger Lines above the staff. This is the workbook. Here we give you a staff with the letter names underneath as a guide for you. Section 1 says ledger lines extend the staff, which allows us to add more notes on either a line or a space. Ledger lines can be added above or below the staff. This lesson focuses on ledger lines above the staff. Note names follow the music alphabet pattern. So they want us to write the note's letter name in the box provided below. So here's my answer. The first box we have note D. The second box we have note A. And if you're confused, you obviously can look up here to see that this is note A. This is a ledger line that is above the treble clef staff. Next we have E, which is on the fourth space. G, which is on the second line, E, which is on the first line, C, we have two ledger lines, note C, which we show you right here. Here we have the second line G, third space C, fifth line F, and our ledger line here, which is a space note, note B, which you can see right here. The next section we have note F, which is on the fifth line. Here we have note B, which is a space note, but it is a ledger line, note B. Note A, which is a space note on the second space. Space note here, E, on the fourth space. A ledger line extending the treble clef staff to give us note A. Space note F here on the first space. A line note which is on the fourth line, line note D, a line note first line, note E, a space note here on the third space, note C, and a ledger line, two ledger lines to give us note C. Okay, you can check your answers accordingly. Let's move to section 2. Draw two notes, one on the staff and the other above the staff as indicated. Here's an example. We have C here, which is an incorrect answer. This should be here on the third space. So let's just make that correction. That's a typo. So we're going to put an X. Okay. And the note should be here. Okay. So it should be on the third space C with the two ledger lines for an example notes for our example here for note C. Here we have note B, which is on the third line, and we have our ledger line here, which is a space note for note B. Next we have a space note, second space note A, with our ledger line above the treble clef staff to give us another note A. Here we have note C, which is on the third space, and we have our two ledger lines extending the treble clef staff to give us note C. Here we have a line note on the second line, note G, and our next note, note G, space note sitting right on top of the fifth line. If you have all of these correct, job well done. Keep up the good work.